My nephew likes to play McDonald's, which is what you'd expect it to be. He says, "Welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?" After you order, he says, "Okay, coming right up," and pretends to give you your food. He has another game called Silly McDonald's, which is the same thing, except no matter what you order, he says, "Here's your cold hamburger." I know I'm biased, but he's a comedic genius, as far as I'm concerned. The last time I saw him, he said, "Let's play McDonald's," so I assumed it was regular McDonald's. But then he hit me with a cold hamburger. It was Silly McDonald's the whole time. I got played. Till you can skip piracy warnings and trailers on a DVD by pressing stop, play. I can't wait to do this 10 years ago. The penalty box in hockey is such a funny concept to me. Big fighty men go in the naughty cube, imprisoned for sports crimes. Go to the terrarium and think about your punching, you knife-footed ice gremlin. All they do is sit there plotting their little gremlin plans for as soon as you let him out of the gremlin cube. Finally listened to all music. My favorite song was an untitled file called SSSDDSTRT66,677,888.org that I found on a flash drive that I found in a landfill in Tunisia. This has Janet from The Good Place energy. Pauses mid BJ to put hair in bun. Okay, Lego. Okay, so real talk, I dated this guy for a while, and whenever I went down on him, I would tie my hair up. He told me later that I had accidentally conditioned him so that anytime I put my hair up around him, he would immediately get a boner. This is amazing. This is true power. Howling is singing for dogs. Dogs may mimic sounds that they are hearing. Dogs will mimic and imitate sounds they are hearing, so it is not uncommon for a dog to sing along with the harmonica. A dog will run and hide if it doesn't like what it's hearing, so if a dog is howling at a harmonica, it is enjoying the music. Ambulance in my neighborhood. My dog. Osh, it's a bop. So last night I dreamed that it was winter and I was at a shopping mall and I looked outside and saw this guy walking his borzoi who was wearing this giant snowsuit, but then the guy heard me laughing through the window and got really mad at me. Anyway, the dog looked like this. Yesterday I had a friend tell me how one of her close friends has a whole bunch of succulents and she has given each one the name of her close friends. She nurses them, takes care of them, talks to them, and if one ever starts to get sick or not grow well, she talks to the friend in question, and something is almost always bothering them. And if that isn't one of the cutest examples of subtle green witchcraft, I don't know what is. This is no joke though. One time my brother snuck out, managed to get past all the obstacles that come with having an African mother, except one. My mom had a dream that my grandmother told her to wake up and check on the kids. I was sleeping in the room with her, so she knew I was fine, but went to my brother's room and his was gone. That's why whenever someone asks me to sneak out, I'm always like, "No, I'm good." The hop in my brother got doesn't need a sequel. Yo, grandmama snitched on your brother from the dream realm. Ain't that some mayo? Playing video game. This weapon has +6 damage and +4 defense from your current weapon. Me. But it's ugly. And the winner of the Bake Off is 9 dismembered bodies. This is like a Cards Against Humanity. My 5-year-old likes to tell herself stories before she falls asleep, and she just came out to me in tears because she accidentally killed off a character. The story got sad all by itself. Mum. I know, baby. I know. Oh, sweetheart. How did people first figure out that it was cicadas that make this noise? I could see that taking a long time. Were there just like 1,000 years where people were like, yeah, the trees are screaming. They do that in the summer. I will be attacked by fellow conservatives for saying this, but so be it. This Alabama abortion ban is too restrictive. It doesn't save life. It simply forces women into more dangerous methods. Other states or countries You don't encourage life via blanket government mandate. If Tommy Laren admits you're all fucked up, you're all fucked up. Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a great point. According to the song Seasons of Love from Rent, there are 525,600 minutes a year. One line later, there are 525,000 moments, so dear. So, doing the math, we can glean that there are 600 moments, which aren't so dear. And I think I just used one of them by walking in on my boss, who forgot to lock the bathroom stall. This post did not even remotely go in the direction I was expecting it to. When the dentist's punk ass assistant ain't doing their one job with a suction tube, so you're just there like. Out of all the captions that cold bean put with that picture, I'm so glad it's that one. What's that anime with the 4 boys that look exactly alike? Why is it popular? They're ugly. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Beatles, Mount Rushmore. She had curves in all the wrong places. Some of them cast a 3-dimensional shadows. Still others hummed a low, discordant note as they flitted about like flies. She was nothing like other girls. She was an abomination from the 6th plane of torment. For blackout. My heart. Oh my god. The story behind this picture of my grandparents is they have been married for over 60 years. My grandmother is suffering from dementia and has recently had a stroke. But as soon as he walked in, she said, "That's my boyfriend Willis," and he laid there with her. This morning NASA abandoned their Mars rover opportunity, Akaropi, because she got hit by a storm on Mars, and it knocked her camera and wheels out, and her last words to the team were, "My battery is low, and it is getting cold." I know she's a machine, but I'm devastated. Oppie is the one who discovered water on Mars. Rip Oppie Eiley space baby. They didn't abandon her. They tried 8 months to reach her. As their last farewell to her yesterday, they played her "I'll Be Seeing You" by Billie Holiday. I'll find you in the morning sun. And when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. They love her so much, and they tried so hard. Oh man, it doesn't end there. This isn't the first song NASA sent Opportunity. They had a playlist. It's on Spotify. It's called Opportunity. Wake Up. This is what's great about NASA, and it's what's great about people. These are world-class engineers. When they sent her over to another planet, they could have easily looked at it as just another scientific tool. But people don't do that. We can and will get emotionally attached to the most inanimate of objects. We can and will anthropomorphize anything. And frankly, Opportunity's camera mast looks like a little face with eyes and everything. So why not? So they started calling it her. They nicknamed her Oppie. They told her to take a selfie not long ago. After 15 years of Oppie flipping the double bad to her original 90-day life expectancy, when a planet-spanning dust storm finally knocked her out and she stopped responding to the engineers' wake-up messages, they started playing music for her. And after 8 months and almost 1,000 unanswered wake-up messages, when it was finally clear that Oppie was never going to wake up, the last thing these world-class NASA engineers did for the little rover on another planet was play her a love song. You ever talk to a business major and are like, "So what do you do?" And they fking say something like, "I work in aggregate client-centric business executive content data management logistics analytics development." Like, sir, none of those words have definitions. Till Thomas Edison would give potential employees a bowl of soup during the interview. If they salted or peppered the soup before tasting it, they wouldn't get the job. This was to test whether the employees had analytical minds and didn't make assumptions. Free soup. Goes to the interview in different costumes to get soups. Hey girl, you single? No? Would you like to be? Aggressive divorce attorney advertising campaign. You can do better, babe. Let's make this happen. Funny story. In my junior year of high school, this guy asked me on a date. He rented a Redbox movie and made a pizza. We were watching the movie and the oven beeped, so the pizza was done. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "This is the worst part." I then watched this boy open the oven and pull the pizza out with his bare hands, rack and all, screaming at the top of his lungs. We never had a second date.